Yeah, although prosecutors don't have to show a motive to get a conviction for first-degree murder, juries want to know the motive, especially when they see this clean-cut guy with no criminal background. They want to know why he did it. Now, I think it's coming into focus why he did it. He seemed to be a devotee of serial killers and crime. I mean, he studied under the BTK's autobiographer. I mean, he was so interested in true crime that it looks like he wanted to be the center of his own story.
This is Reporter Room with Jessica Della Davies.
Hello, Reporter Room investigators. Today we're going to be talking about BRYAN KOHBERGER. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Bethany Funk and Ann Taylor's motions and what we learned from last week's hearings regarding roommate Bethany Funk. Very interesting new information about the man that Bethany reportedly saw exiting through the patio. My name is Jessica Della Davies. I'm an investigative journalist, and my job is to investigate crimes, crime scenes, and potential suspects, and share with you how to do the same thing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. So this is the affidavit, and this was filed by Richard BETHANY. He was a criminal investigator and may still be for the defense team representing BRYAN KOHBERGER. And he talks about being appointed by Ann Taylor to investigate the alleged incident which led to the arrest of BRYAN KOHBERGER. And he talks about 4 counts of first-degree M, I'm watching my words here, and 1 count of burglary. What happened at the 1122 King Road house. And then if you go down to item 7, you'll see that he talks about Bethany Funk's bedroom being on the first floor. And item 8, which is the other surviving roommate's bedroom, was on the 2nd floor, so we know that is Dylan. So Bethany, he says in number 9, Bethany Funk was interviewed by police on several occasions. She disclosed things she heard and saw. Bethany Funk was present at the home 8 hours later when the police arrived at the scene and discovered the crimes. I'm watching my words. On number 11, he says, during the course of my investigation, it became known to me that Bethany Funk had information material to the charges against Mr. KOHBERGER. Portions of information Ms. Funk has is exculpatory to the defendant. Ms. Funk's information is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. And Bethany Funk resides in the state of Nevada, and it's necessary to subpoena this witness because the witness's testimony is material and necessary to the case. This was dated March 22nd, 2023. So now let's go over to the Mirror article titled "The Surviving Roommate in the University of Idaho Stabbings Begs Not to Face, quote, Killer in Court." And it talks about the preliminary hearing, which was going to occur on the week of June 26th, but as we got closer to the date, we learned that there was not going to be a preliminary hearing on June 26th because the prosecution had already had a grand jury hearing. Now, the investigator, Richard BETHANY, is also referenced in this Mirror article, and I will link it for you in the description below. He's working for Ann Taylor. Mr. KOHBERGER's lawyer has subpoenaed Ms. Funk to appear at BK's hearing on June 28th. According to the affidavit, she allegedly witnessed a man who was not wearing anything, I'm watching my words here, run through a rear sliding door. She lived on the first floor of the home and came face to face with the alleged perpetrator. Again, I'm watching my words. She is alleged to have heard or saw things that could clear the suspect, as Mr. BETHANY argued, will be a crucial witness. Mr. KOHBERGER's lawyers claim Ms. Funk has exculpatory evidence that is material and necessary to BK's defense. If she refuses to appear, she could face a potential fine of $500 or 25 days in jail. So I will link this article. I did cover it in a video, but a lot of people always ask me, where did this come from? It came from the affidavit that was filed by Mr. BETHANY, who is the investigator, or was the investigator. I don't know if he still is an investigator, with Ann Taylor, and also from this article from the Daily Mirror. We later learned that Bethany Funk didn't want to agree to testify, probably because she knew there wasn't a preliminary trial and she didn't know how to respond to it, but she did sit down and meet with the defense later. And I shared with you past videos that were put out around this time that my feeling is that Bethany and Dylan both saw the same man. And the judge also talks about this in the hearing, about the fact that she saw somebody take off their clothes and drop it into a paper bag. And I shared with you that that would be probably a monkey suit, and that I believe that Dylan and Bethany did see the same perpetrator. Dylan, he saw a man dressed all in black, wearing a mask, and he was, around 6 feet tall or taller, and he was athletic but not muscular. And Bethany described seeing someone without their clothes on. And I told you at the time that I thought most likely what had happened was that the perpetrator would have taken off everything and dropped it into a paper bag or plastic bag so as not to transfer DNA from the crime scene into their vehicle. So I hope that clears it up. I'll link the Daily Mail article for you in the description below for your review. Thank you so much to our producers, George Brown and Jazz, Sasha Angel, Not So Saintly, Debbie Jo, and Jane J. And thank you to all of our channel members. I really appreciate your supporting this channel. It was really nice having a live stream with you on Wednesday evening. I enjoyed talking and interacting with you. I'm going to be covering the Gabby Petito series that's coming out, the new docu-series. And I'd like to know if you guys have any specific questions or any particular things you'd like me to cover on that case. I was on that case the entire time. My YouTube channel was pretty new when I first started covering the Gabby Petito case, but I would love to do the Netflix documentary series on Gabby Petito and cover that together with you as a true crime community. I thought we could do episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and I'll lay it out so that even if you don't watch the documentary, you'll still know what I'm talking about. If you like that idea, please let me know in the comments section below. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your coming by to spend a little bit of time with me. My analytics show me that around 40% of the people who watch my channel are not subscribed. Please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me so much. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.